Yeah, hey Jedrick, could you just weigh in on the challenge that Washington's defensive line poses, especially Sweat and Chase?
They got a lot of great guys up front. Their defense kind of relies on the defensive line. That's the strength of their team. And we just got to come ready to play.
Thank you, Jake. We'll go to Scott Petrick next.
Hey, Jed, what makes Chase Young so good and worthy of that number 2 pick?
He's just a freak of nature. So you don't see a lot of guys like him around the league. He just has a lot of size and ability, a lot of speed and power, just like a good combination of everything you need.
Thanks.
Next one goes to Nate Ulrich.
Hey, Jed, now that you find these 2 NFL games under your belt and left tackle under your belt, where's your confidence level at? How are you feeling about how far you've come along and where you're at this point?
I'm feeling good. Just trying to come in each week and get better. There's a lot of things I still need to improve on, so just trying to work to, clean those things up.
Thank you, Nate. Tom Withers, you're up.
Hey, Jed, thanks. Hey, I know at Bama you guys really prided yourself on the balance in that offense. Do you feel the same thing with this Browns team, that you guys have a real nice blend of pass and run?
That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to create a marriage between the two. I feel like it's a work in progress, but we're definitely making the right steps.
We were talking to Nick Chubb and to Conklin about it. What does it mean as an offensive lineman when you see either Nick or Kareem bounce off a tackle or run somebody over? What does that do for an offensive line?
I mean, it hypes you up. It gets you ready to keep pounding the ball. You just want to keep making those plays happen.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, Tom. We'll go to Tony Grossi.
Hey, Jed, what about those 2 Bama guys in the middle for them? Are you close to them as teammates at Bama, and what do they bring to the table?
I played with Deron Payne for only 1 year, but they're both really good players. They're a different system now than they were at Alabama, but I feel like it should be a fun, interesting matchup.
Thanks.
Thank you, Tony. Mary Kay.
Hey, Jed, just wondering how much did it help you to have a guy like Miles, even though I know you didn't go against Miles every single rep in practice, but when you have to face a freak of nature like Chase Young, how much does it help you to know that you have worked against a Miles who probably has some similar speed and explosiveness?
It helps a lot going against those guys like that. I have full confidence in myself, seeing those guys in practice like that every day. And, that's what they get paid to do, and we get paid to protect. So,
Thank you. Thank you, Mary Kay. Scott Petrick, you're up.
Hey, Jed, I don't think we talked to you since you had that shin injury against Baltimore. Like, how scary was that? What was going through your head? And then was it difficult to be back in time to play that Thursday night?
It was scary when the hit first happened because I was kind of feeling a little bit of combination of different things. It was like ankle, leg, shin, knee. You couldn't really tell what it was. I got body whipped by one of the linebackers, but just still trying to recover and get better. It was a quick turnaround for that Thursday game, but once you get that adrenaline pumping, you don't really feel it.
And then it's kind of what Nate asked you earlier. Do you feel your confidence growing each week you're out there?
I don't really pay too much attention to confidence and things like that. I don't really get into it. I just go out there and do the best I can do.
We'll go to Jeff Shadell next, who appears to have a special reporter with him as well. Jeff, go ahead and unmute your line.
There you go. Hey, Jedrick, so no preseason games, obviously. This would be like your 3rd preseason game. So what have you adjusted to most quickly in the time that you've in these first 2 games?
Really just the speed of the game, I guess. It's a little bit different than college, but you kind of pick that up on faster when you're practicing day in and day out. To me, it was an easy transition for now. I'm still trying to get better, but it wasn't as difficult as I thought it was going to be.
Thank you, Jeff. We'll go to Marla Ridnour.
Yeah, Jed. I know you had the leg to worry about in the last game, but have you had any nervous moments, or do you feel like you've been able to handle that? Even pregame, have you been kind of amped about this? What you waited your whole life for?
Before the very first game, you kind of get jitters, and then after the first play, it goes away. You just got to hit somebody one time, and it kind of disappears.
And just the rushing for 200 yards. And those guys said, Chubb and Hunt said that's their goal every week. So how fun is that something you really enjoy, that kind of their success like that?
100%. I mean, I feel like as a running back and offensive lineman, you want to be able to run the ball every play, but in reality, you can't do that. We have a whole lot of playmakers who need to get the ball as well. But it's fun. It's a great time when you get to do things like that.
Back to Mary Kay Cabot.
Hey, Jed, just wondering, do you read any of the reviews about you? You know, a lot of people have been saying really good things about you. Do you try to kind of block that out too, as well as, if there were any criticism, but are you just kind of keeping the blinders on a little bit as you go forward here?
Yeah, 100%. There's going to be people who say good things. There's going to be people who say bad things. So I just block out the critics and all the reports and everything and just focus on one thing at a time.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mary Kay. Scott Petrick, you're up.
Hey, Jed, Jack was saying that the Washington flips their ends, so you're going to see Chase and Sweat and probably Kerrigan too. Is that difficult, not seeing the same guy, snap in and snap out?
Yeah, because everybody's different players. I feel like it's more just comes from preparation, studying up on everybody because you never know who's going to go in case an injury happens or maybe this guy's better for the game plan this week. So you really just got to study up on everybody and, just be ready for those different guys who come in.
So are you watching way more film than you did when you were at Bama?
Nah, it's about the same.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, it's about the same.